In the 18th and 19th centuries, the fear of being buried alive, known as taphephobia, was a significant concern. The fear of being buried alive peaked during the cholera epidemics of the 19th century. Before the advent of modern medicine, this fear was not entirely irrational. Throughout history, there have been numerous cases of people being accidentally buried alive. The safety coffin emerged as a direct response to the public's growing anxiety. If the person inside awoke, they could pull the string, ringing the bell to alert passers-by or a watchman. Over 30 different safety coffin designs were patented in Germany in the second half of the 19th century. The common element was a mechanism for allowing the dead to communicate with people above ground. Many designs included ropes, which when pulled would ring the church bell or a purpose-mounted bell. Others replaced the bell with a raisable flag, a powerful firecracker, or a pyrotechnic rocket. Some included a shovel, a ladder, and a supply of food and water. An essential element, which was overlooked in some designs, was a breathing tube to provide air and occasionally even sustenance. Although several designs were built and sold, there is no indication that any dead person was ever buried in a safety coffin. Most models had sufficient design flaws to suggest that they would have been unlikely to have worked properly if they had actually been used. For example, the models that required ropes to be tied directly to the arms and legs so that the alarm was raised upon any sign of movement of the deceased would all have been triggered by the natural movements of the limbs that occur as the body putrefies and bloats. Safety coffins are still available today. As recently as 1995, an Italian Fabrizio Caselli invented a model that includes an emergency alarm, two-way microphone/speaker, a torch, oxygen tank, heartbeat sensor, and heart stimulator. The concept of being buried alive and the subsequent invention of safety coffins have permeated popular culture. Edgar Allan Poe's short story, The Premature Burial, published in 1844, is a famous literary example that delves into the terror associated with taphephobia. The work included descriptions of allegedly real cases of premature burial, as well as an account of the narrator's own perceived burial alive. Such stories highlight the macabre fascination and deep-seated fears surrounding death and burial practices of the time. Safety coffins represent a unique intersection of fear, innovation, and history. They reflect a time when the dread of premature burial was so profound that it inspired inventive solutions to ensure the safety of the deceased. While these devices are no longer in use today, their legacy endures in the annals of medical history and popular culture, illustrating humanity's enduring struggle with the mysteries and uncertainties of death.